Hello everybody and welcome back to another video where I forgot to record an intro. Today I'm going to be taking you around to some Goodwills and mostly Goodwills around my area to see if we can make anything and flip it for profit. So we're going to be going around, seeing what people got, going to an outlet, going to some Goodwills and see how much money I can make at the end of the day. We'll see if it was good. So at my Goodwill they put out these like black rollout carts that they have to put all the inventory on the shelves and such, and they let people look through it for about an hour before they decide to put it out. And on this I found this teddy bear game. Normally vintage board games are a little pricier, or at least I found in the past. At least vintage board games can be a bit pricier, of course not always, but every once in a while we'll find something. So that's why I looked this up, but sadly it was nothing. Now personally I thought this was kind of crazy. They had these giant Squishmallows out, but they were $24.99 each. These things have been sitting here for 2 weeks at my local Goodwill because no one's gonna buy a used Squishmallow for $25 at a Goodwill. That's not what people go there to buy. Lately Goodwills have been like increasing their prices a whole bunch on a lot of different things. DVDs, shoes, clothes, movies, literally everything. They've been increasing a whole bunch on it. I don't really understand why. I actually stopped right here to show you guys something else that's been sitting here for a while. It's these two, I don't know if they're Xbox 360 or Wii, but they're little guns. They're $10. And for me that's still a little bit too much. I like buying video game items, but honestly that was just a little too much for me. There's also this huge tripod, which if it had a brand on it might be good, because this thing is really nice. It's nice quality, it's really well made, but there's no brand on it, so I got no idea how much it's worth. This is another thing I found, which was kind of cool. It's an AC/DC Live PS3 game, but it's sealed. I never see sealed games at Goodwill, so I looked it up. They had a price of $6.99. It's only going for about $6.99 to $8, so not worth it to me at all, but I thought it was kind of cool. So sadly that Goodwill was a bust, but we're going to be heading over to a Goodwill outlet now, which is like a big bins kind of place, and we're going to see what we can get from there. So voiceover hunters can be taken over for this entire thing for a couple of reasons. The biggest, because I was stupid and did not realize my camera was on time-lapse, meaning everything goes super fast and you can't hear any audio. So for the rest of this Goodwill little part, I'm going to be just voicing it over instead of actually talking to you guys, which kind of sucks. Another reason though is that there's a lot of people in here and it can be kind of hard to talk to the camera, especially with it being super loud and copyright music playing and everything like that. But we did find a couple good things in here. I found a light to use for my eBay store just to help with lighting a little bit. I spent a long time in the shoes because I found a couple nice pairs of Nike Shocks, I think Air Force Ones, and a pair of Jordans. They were really nice, but I only found one of the shoes. I guess I shouldn't say pairs because I only found one. I couldn't find the other one anywhere. I spent so long at these bins trying to find the other shoe and I just could not. I'm sure somebody came out that day with some really nice pairs of shoes, but I just did not find any of that. But like I did find some cool things. I found some Nerf, I think they're like M18s, rifle things. Pretty much the stuff you load into the Nerf gun so you can have bullets. Not the bullets themselves, but the canisters. I honestly cannot remember the name of it as I'm speaking right now. But the canisters you put the Nerf bullets in, those things can sell on eBay for good prices, $10 to $15, depending on which ones you get. If you get the drums are worth quite a bit. And I also found this blow mold ghost pumpkin. Somebody passed it up because the face was cracked open, but I still think I can make some decent profit off of it, because at the Goodwill bin store they only price you by how much it all weighs. Sometimes they'll price on individual items, but for the most part they price on how it weighs. I don't know how much it is at this store, but because it prices how much it weighs, you can get stuff super duper cheap. I think I got everything here at this store for like $15, and I'll show you at the end of the video exactly what we got, but I did find some cool stuff. Alrighty, didn't find too much stuff. Found like a couple little things. When I went off to look on my own, I didn't really find much whatsoever. I found this like tiny stupid little Pikachu stapler, which you can go see on my TikTok if you really want. Which if you are on TikTok and not following me, what are you doing? Come on, get over yourself. But let's head to the car and put the stuff away. Alright, I'm about to be heading into another Goodwill. I think this will be the last stop of the day, and then we'll see what we got. Alrighty, at the Goodwill now, and I found something cool. I never find Xbox One games at Goodwills. I mean, it's like a dimension, it's not worth anything. But I especially never find PS1 games at Goodwill. I've never found one before. I found some other obscure things, but never a PS1 game. So I'm gonna pick this up no matter what. It's not worth too much, worth like maybe $8, but it's really cool. And I go over here and I find Sly Cooper. That's a really good one to find on PS2, especially at a Goodwill. But sadly, I don't pick up any of that because it's all super scratched up. The PS1 game's in like perfect condition. I don't know how, but the PS2 game, sadly, it is super scratched up, and I can't get the Sly Cooper because spending money in order to get refurbished at a local store or something is just not going to be worth it for me. So sadly, I got to pass on this stuff. I picked up that Wii one too, and that's also terrible. So did not pick any of that up, but it is really cool to find that thing, you know? Showing this because I thought it was pretty cool. It's an Amazing Spider-Man 2 thing that's sealed. Like, it's really weird to find this old of stuff sealed, but there's only one listing sold, and it's $40, and there's one listing on for $30, so I'm just not gonna pick that up. So next thing I'm going to show you is this Build-A-Bear. I would say be on the lookout for Build-A-Bears because some of them can be worth a bit of money. This one, sadly, it's not because it's a Hulk Build-A-Bear. It's not really worth anything, but the jumper that he is wearing is. There's one sold listing of it for like $16 if someone sold, none other on eBay. So I'm going to get it just to see if I can sell the little TMNT jumper he's wearing. I was also looking at the Despicable Me Unicorn one, but that's not worth anything. But I would say be on the lookout for Build-A-Bear. It's just only specific ones, so. Ended up getting the Build-A-Bear and the PlayStation game. I was gonna get the Sly Cooper, but it was so unbelievably scratched up, and I don't think I could salvage it. It's not really worth going to get disc cleaned at a video game store for $3, so I just left it. But let's get back home and see what we got today. Okay, I lied. That was not the last stop. The last stop's actually GameStop and Village Discount Outlet, because I realized I really wanted to go here and I was already nearby. So yeah, we're gonna run in those two real quick. So I completely forgot to record an outro or even inside that GameStop and thrift store, but we will look at all of the stuff I bought because that GameStop, it held a lot of good stuff, a lot of good inventory thing for me. But we'll get into that at the very end, which we're about to do. We're gonna take a look at everything we bought, and I might have like a total in the corner or something of what I value it all at, but we'll see. Alrighty, this is everything I picked up from today, plus the GameStop stuff, which is behind me, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. Not a lot. It wasn't that big of a haul today. Pretty mild, if I'm being honest, but I do think I got some pretty cool stuff, like right there. I think that's pretty cool, but not like super profitable. So for this entire lot of the Goodwill Outlet stuff, I paid $15.82, and then the other Goodwill, I paid $7.50 for all that stuff. So what, that's around, what, 17, 24, let's say $25 for all this stuff. All right, it's about $25. Not really, but it's about $25. I think I'm still going to make a good amount of profit from this. I believe I can sell both of these for about $10 on eBay. I always pick up Nerf, like, not just Nerf things, these Nerf things. All right, $10 for that because I sell them like that, especially if you can get the drums. Nerf drums can sell for quite a bit too, but they usually sell because people are mostly looking for those more than the guns themselves because they'll lose them or they'll need more or something like that. So that's about $10 right there. This bag, I believe I can get like 15 to 20 for it. Bags of higher, like bigger quantity are selling a lot better for this brand. I don't even remember what the brand's called. Oh my lord, it is Crumpler. Alright, so Crumpler. I think I can get 15 or 20 bucks for that. That I'm just gonna throw with one of the golf club bags that I have and put it on Facebook Marketplace. That'll make that be a bit better. This is just a giant DS case. I thought it was cool. It's going to my collection. It has nothing to do with everything else whatsoever. This Pikachu stapler is actually worth about like $10, but again, going in my collection, so I'm not gonna count it. Same with the Kecleon. I think it's just pretty cool. Probably gonna go on my key ring or something. The Destruction Derby 2 I bought because it was cool to see it at a Goodwill. I've never seen a PlayStation game at a Goodwill. Paid like $2 for it. It's worth about $8. So there's that for you. Unless I end up keeping it. This fidget spinner I got for like my nephews and stuff. I just thought it was pretty cool. It's a gold-plated fidget spinner. Just thought it was funny. This light is going to be used for my own work for eBay. Nice light for that, and also lighting for videos and stuff. And then this bear, I am going to steal the TMNT outfit off of it and sell that alone. The bear's not really worth much. It's an Incredible Hulk bear, but I will be stealing that. So I don't know how much I don't know how much that totaled up for. The bear, that thing's worth like 15. Forgot to say that. I don't know how much that totaled up for. I don't know if I made profit on this or I lost money. I really don't know. I will know in post. But the real money maker from today is not this pawn shop I went to that I did not record. Ignore that. But is GameStop. All right. I think a lot of resellers don't realize how valuable GameStop can be for selling. I buy stuff from GameStop all the time and flip it. Like, it's crazy. Right now, GameStop is having a 50% off clearance deal, which is really, really good. You know, you go over their clearance aisle and you're like, blah, 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 blah. Because they got like $5 things for $2.50. You can't make any money off that, right? So you buy something for $10, it's only worth $8. Half off that, $3. You're not making any profit there. However, on huge, big ticket items in their glass cases, they usually have them on clearance. This SH Figure Arts Thanos is $150. But it's 50% off clearance. So it was only $75. And they sell, the retail price, $150. So on eBay, Amazon, or whatever I sell this on, I can still get that full asking price of $150. Don't have to go over, so I don't have to worry about making a profit on the original price. I can make profit on the half off price. So it's still, what, 70? Well, like $60 profit. That's still really good. These controllers right here, like that's the big thing of all this, is that this controller I bought for myself because I really love collecting the enhanced wired controllers from PowerA. I don't know why, I just love the designs. Like here, I already opened it. Let me show you guys real quick. I just love the designs on these controllers. I have so many of them and I don't use them, but I don't know, I love how they look. They feel really nice in your hands. I just love them. This Nezuko figure art statue is also really, really cool. It was on clearance for $40. The original price was $42.97. I think actually the original price was $50. But on clearance for $40, 50% off that, on sale for $20. I can sell this for about $50 and make a $30 profit, which is really, really good. And then I bought another work light. This is going to go on my eBay, like, lamp thing to get nice pictures. That's all this is going to go do. It's like 25 bucks, so it's half off, you know. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed. I hope you liked me going through a bunch of thrift stores and stuff. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.